Hello, Mr. Stone. My name is Sherry Bratz. I live in Hillview, Kentucky. I saw your interview with President Vladimir Putin, and I was so happy that you finally presented Vladimir Putin in his genuine form, and you expelled a lot of lies and propaganda that we've been seeing here in the United States of America about him. And I think so far you have portrayed him better than anyone in the media or in film. And I'm contacting you because I'm being murdered here in Hillview, Kentucky, and tonight has probably been one of the most frightening nights. The group that's attacking me has been given heart attack weapons and mine weapons to depopulate in this country. And they've attacked my heart for a few weeks, but tonight they're producing chest pains. And they followed me to the store, and they're just out in droves here in my town. I have put up with just the most satanic torture for several years. And before this started, they called me Anne Frank for some reason. The killers did. And they've only kept me alive, they said, to feed off my life force and my ideas. They torture me and kill me for material for movies and books. This must be a dark branch of government like CIA or some evil group. Maybe it's the group people call Illuminati. They actually feed off fear, profit off death, and loves to stalk their prey. I never thought to never hurt these people, and that's the problem. They knew I had no defense. They chose me years ago. There are conversations on my hard drive where they say they thought I was beauty and innocence, too powerful to resist. They said that in they said they chose me in 1996. I had no awareness at the time these weapons existed or this kill club existed. I'm sure you've met the Illuminati working in Warner Brothers films and working with major motion picture studios. But I heard you say recently that you oppose all the violence and bloodshed. And if that's true, then I hope that maybe you can help me and use some of my stories and my evidence to make the world aware. I think it's really too late to help humanity and to save the planet and to do anything about it. I think the stage was set years ago. But the people that are attacking me are so unprofessional and so satanic that they're just causing fury everywhere, and there are no rules anymore, as you know from being a Hollywood player. The professionalism is gone. People have lost their freaking minds. It's like everybody's being driven mad for some Holocaust so that that the planet can be wiped out. Maybe they have this plan to only keep the people that they told to have babies, and they think they're going to rebuild the world. I don't know. Maybe they think that they can be selective about who they choose, but you know that's impossible. It's impossible. You can never determine what a person's going to become, what their potential is, or anything. But see, I can't take a deep breath because they started following me and they're outside my house tonight. If you look at my evidence, it's phenomenal. You'll be blown away. You will see how I boldly put out the truth. Even things I predicted years before they happened, and you know, not a single soul cared. The planet is so wiped out, and people have been so programmed, and their brains have been so diminished, they didn't even care. It's like they're partying and celebrating their own execution. They're killing off their own race, and these people are really wanting to hurt me because when they invaded my mind years ago, I was totally unaware, and they thought that I was some possession, and they thought through the years that I really would be enslaved forever. And they said recently that they had fallen in love with me, and that they had connected their brain to mine, and that they were going to kill me eventually for the devil, and that my soul would go to hell with them. They're that insane, and there's nothing I can do. Nobody will help me. I've spent over $250,000 hiring expensive security companies with $50,000 worth of cameras. I bought a home in Vegas that got vandalized 4 times by this cult. My home's been broken into here. My computers have been stolen. They broke into my house. I mean, you might think this is a typical Hollywood scenario. You know, Hollywood likes somebody, so they break in and they steal their material. It's far worse than that. They had a NASA scientist come and introduce himself to me while I was in Hawaii, and he wanted to show me the telescope, and I didn't go. We went sightseeing a couple days, and now I've got all these NASA people at my page. Well, now this villain is telling me he has connected our minds. And then I've got evidence and proof of a person telling me on the computer they're giving me a space lobotomy, and they said every day they're just putting a hole in my brain and making it bigger through space weapons so that they can see inside and erode my mind while torturing me through Satanism and locals to conduct these experiments. And these people are chasing me with these handheld weapons that actually attack my brain, that somehow keep me in their matrix. This is a Hollywood movie like you've never seen. I had all this put out, copyright protected, before they ever did anything about people being ghosts and machines. I wrote about this before white noise ever came out with the spirits in the machines. So many crimes I wrote about, they later put in movies. I did a story about 2 sadistic car writers that actually put their victims in their work, and they have a cult following of devil worshippers out of Canada. They turned that into The Followers with Kevin Bacon. There's so much in my work you can see in Lionsgate, Warner Brothers, and now they're putting my face in Disney characters. This is just a game to them, you know, and I think they're really going to kill me, but I need someone who can put my stories out there that I can work with, that will give me credit, so I have some leverage away from Hillview, Kentucky. They're trying to take my home now. They want me out of my home. I haven't broken any law. I've only put the truth out. Other people can put the truth out. You know, all these killers have put their name on my work. Killers. And they're directors, big name directors and actors. And they got paid. They got paid for my hard work. They got paid for my suffering because they weren't Christians. And tonight, the way they were attacking my heart, I thought they were giving me a heart attack. I couldn't sleep last night. They wouldn't let me take a full breath. You don't know how many years they've kept me sleep deprived, and they've been blinding me. I went to the doctor 4 times this year, and they've attacked my husband's eyes, and now they said he's got nerve damage that can never be corrected. He's had to have surgery. They didn't know what caused it, the doctor, but I got evidence of our eyes blood red where we're being attacked at the same times. They're just evil to the core, and I'm attacked by all these people that say they're a part of this hunt club, and they work for Lucifer. And the main stalker doing this to me, who's controlling my brain and attacking my heart, goes by the name Lucifer. And if I could go, say, Egypt or the Caribbean or some other country where maybe the eye in the sky or the people that have these Star Wars type weapons aren't, I could work on some really good material with you. And it's copyright protected. And my detective, Thomas Martin, has got stuff, and Mark Alcock, and my lawyer, unless he's thrown it out, Stephen Lowe, he might have thrown it out. It's been a long time since I talked to him. They all have material. And the great thing is, I wrote about their crimes before they put them in movies, copyright protected. That's the best evidence you can get in the world. I have numerous websites. They've closed quite a few. I put stuff out there before it ever happened. And then it did happen because these people are so arrogant. But I really need some help.